Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a particular coin that may surprise you with its value. The 1999 Connecticut State Quarter from the United States. Released as part of the popular 50 State Quarters program, this coin has become one of the most valuable state quarters in recent years, with certain specimens fetching prices that exceed all expectations. So, what makes the 1999 Connecticut quarter so special, and why is it worth so much? Let's explore the journey behind this remarkable coin and uncover what makes it a true treasure in the world of numismatics. The Connecticut State Quarter was released in 1999, marking the fifth coin in the 50 State Quarters program, a series introduced by the U.S. Mint to celebrate the history and culture of each state. This ambitious program, which spanned over 10 years, featured a unique quarter for each state, designed to reflect the state's identity, historical significance, and notable landmarks. Connecticut, known as the Constitution State, was the fifth state to join the Union in 1788, and its coin design is a beautiful representation of its proud heritage. On the reverse side of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, we see a stunning image of the charter oak, the iconic tree that is deeply tied to Connecticut's history. In 1687, the royal governor of the colony attempted to seize the colony's charter, which was kept in the charter oak. Legend has it that the charter was hidden in the hollow of the tree to prevent it from being taken, and this event is seen as a symbol of Connecticut's resistance to royal authority. The coin also features the state motto, E pluribus unum, and the words, the Constitution State, celebrating Connecticut's role in the founding of the nation. This beautiful design makes the Connecticut State Quarter a piece of history that collectors have eagerly sought out since its release. While the design and historical significance of the Connecticut State Quarter are impressive on their own, the true value of the coin lies in its rarity and condition. You see, the key to a coin's value is not just how many were made, but also the rarity of certain varieties and the coin's condition. Most of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarters were released into general circulation and spent over time in everyday transactions. However, a few rare examples of this coin, particularly those with minting errors or in pristine condition, have become highly sought after by collectors. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved and show no signs of wear or damage are more desirable than those that have been worn down over time. For example, a coin that has been carefully kept in a collection or a protective sleeve and has been kept free of scratches, nicks, and discoloration is considered to be an uncirculated or mint state. These coins are far more valuable than their counterparts that have been in circulation and show signs of heavy wear. One of the most significant factors that can increase the value of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors are rare, but when they occur, they can turn an otherwise common coin into a valuable collector's item. These errors can include things like double striking, where the coin is struck twice, resulting in a misaligned image, misaligned dies, or coins with missing or incomplete designs. Such errors are rare and highly coveted by collectors, and they can cause a coin's value to skyrocket. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 1999 Connecticut State Quarter actually be worth? While the majority of the Connecticut State Quarters from 1999 are worth only a few dollars, certain rare examples have been known to sell for much higher prices. Coins in near-perfect condition, especially those with minting errors or unique characteristics, have been sold at auction for staggering amounts. In fact, one particular 1999 Connecticut State Quarter with a rare minting error sold for an astounding $43,000. Yes, that's right, $43,000 for a single coin. This incredible price tag is a clear example of just how valuable a coin can become when it possesses the right combination of rarity, historical significance, and condition. For a quarter that was originally produced for general circulation, it's hard to imagine that one could fetch such a high price. But that's the magic of coin collecting. The value of a coin is determined not just by its face value, but by its rarity, its condition, and its appeal to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history. For those of you who may have one of these 1999 Connecticut State Quarters in your collection or in your loose change, it's worth taking a moment to carefully examine it. If you find that it's in excellent condition or happens to have a rare minting error, you could be holding onto a small fortune. Even if you don't think it's particularly special at first glance, it's always worth getting a professional evaluation or taking it to a trusted coin dealer to see if you might have a rare and valuable item on your hands. In the end, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can become a hidden treasure. With its beautiful design, its connection to American history, and its potential value, it's no wonder that collectors continue to seek out these coins. If you have one in your possession, take a second look. It could be worth far more than you think. Just like the rarest examples of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, your coin might one day be worth $43,000 or even more. So, the next time you come across a quarter from your collection or from your change, take a moment to appreciate its potential. After all, you could be holding on to a true piece of history and perhaps a small fortune. Top 2. When we think about coin collecting, many of us picture rare and old coins, ones that are centuries old and deeply intertwined with history. But did you know that even more recent coins, such as the 2006 Washington State Quarter, can have remarkable value? The 2006 Washington State Quarter, part of the 50 State Quarters program, is an exciting coin that's captivated the attention of collectors, especially with its striking design and hidden value. You may have passed by one of these coins in your daily life, but there's a lot more to this particular quarter than meets the eye. Let's take a closer look at why this coin, minted in 2006, has earned a place in the hearts of collectors and why it could be worth much more than its face value. First, let's set the stage. The United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program was launched in 1999, and over the next 10 years, the Mint released a unique quarter for each state in the Union. This program was a huge success, attracting not only coin collectors but also everyday Americans who saw these quarters as mementos of their home states. The idea was to feature iconic symbols, landmarks, or themes representing each state, and in 2006, the United States was introduced to the Washington State Quarter. Representing the Pacific Northwest state known for its breathtaking landscapes, bustling cities, and rich history, the coin's design captured the essence of Washington's spirit. The Washington State Quarter features a design that beautifully symbolizes the state's natural beauty and its connection to the Pacific Ocean. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see an image of Mount Rainier, one of Washington's most famous landmarks. The majestic snow-capped peak towers over the surrounding landscape, and it's an image that instantly invokes the natural splendor of the evergreen state. Along with Mount Rainier, the design includes a sailboat and the state's name, Washington, prominently displayed. This image encapsulates the state's rich history of exploration, as well as its reputation for outdoor adventures, making it an ideal choice for the quarter's design. But what sets this coin apart from others in this series, and why does it carry such value? The answer lies in several key factors. While the design of the 2006 Washington State Quarter is beautiful and meaningful, it's the rarity and condition of certain varieties of the coin that drive its worth. It's not just about the design itself. There's a lot more that goes into determining a coin's value. Coins that are in near-perfect or mint condition are far more valuable than coins that have been worn down through years of circulation. This is where the real opportunity for collectors lies. You see, the Washington State Quarter was minted in very large quantities in 2006. Like many state quarters, it was produced for everyday use, and it was likely to be found in the pockets of Americans across the country. However, not all coins are created equal. Some quarters were set aside and preserved in pristine condition, either by collectors or people who happen to realize their potential value. These well-preserved coins are far more valuable because they've been shielded from the usual wear and tear that coins endure in circulation. Coins that have retained their original shine and have been carefully handled are much more desirable, and as a result, they can fetch significantly higher prices than other coins that have been used extensively. But there's another key aspect that can raise the value of the 2006 Washington State Quarter: minting errors. Like any coin series, the 50 State Quarters program saw its share of mistakes at the mint. Minting errors are mistakes that happen during the production process, and they can include double strikes, off-center impressions, or other flaws that make a coin unique. A minting error can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. For example, A 2006 Washington State quarter that has a misalignment or unusual feature could easily fetch a premium price on the collector market. Errors like these are highly sought after by numismatists, and they can significantly increase a coin's value. Now, let's get to the exciting part. If you happen to come across a 2006 Washington State quarter that's in top-notch condition, or one that has a minting error, how much could it actually be worth? Most of the quarters produced in 2006 are still worth only a few dollars or their face value, but certain varieties of this coin have sold for far more than that. In fact, the highest-selling 2006 Washington State quarter reached a mind-blowing $28,000. Yes, you heard that right, $28,000 for a single coin. This coin, likely a rare specimen with exceptional quality or a minting error, fetched an impressive amount at auction, and it's a reminder of just how valuable rare coins can be. This high price reflects the incredible demand and excitement surrounding rare minting errors or coins in mint condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for these hidden gems, and they're willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own a piece of history that's both rare and significant. Whether the coin is in flawless condition or possesses a rare minting mistake, it can become a sought-after treasure that collectors are eager to add to their collections. If you happen to have a 2006 Washington State quarter in your pocket or collection, it's definitely worth taking a second look. Even if the coin looks like it's in typical condition, you never know. There may be a rare variety or minting error that could make it far more valuable than you thought. And if you find that it's in exceptional condition or features a notable error, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than its face value. In the end, the 2006 Washington State quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. With its beautiful design, its connection to the state of Washington, and its potential for rarity, it's a coin that has earned its place in the hearts of collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who enjoys looking through your loose change, you never know what you might find. Like many coins, the 2006 Washington State quarter may be worth $28,000 or more if you find the right one with the right characteristics. So, the next time you come across a 2006 Washington State quarter, take a moment to carefully inspect it. You may just have a small fortune hiding in your change. Top 3. If you've ever taken a close look at your spare change, you might have come across a coin that seems a bit more worn or unremarkable than the rest. But what if I told you that some of these seemingly ordinary coins, such as the 1979 Washington quarter, could actually hold a hidden value worth thousands of dollars? That's right. The 1979 Washington quarter, despite its relatively recent mintage, has caught the attention of collectors for its rarity and potential worth. So, let's take a deeper dive into the world of the 1979 Washington quarter, explore what makes it so valuable, and discover how you might be holding onto a coin worth far more than its face value. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. It has since become one of the most iconic coins in American history, with its recognizable design of Washington's profile on the obverse. Over the years, the Washington quarter has undergone slight design changes, but the basic elements have remained largely the same. By the time 1979 rolled around, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of these quarters every year, as the demand for coinage remained high. Now, let's fast forward to 1979. This was a significant year for the Washington quarter, as it marked a turning point in American coinage. The United States Mint had just shifted to a new minting process that involved the use of a special proof set for certain coins. These proof coins were intended for collectors and were struck with a higher level of care and precision, which made them stand out from the typical coins released into circulation. In fact, the 1979 Washington quarter was part of this effort to produce coins of exceptional quality, and it wasn't long before collectors began to take notice. While most of the 1979 Washington quarters were minted for general circulation and don't carry significant value, there are certain versions of the coin that are highly sought after by numismatists. For example, coins that were part of the proof set or were specially produced for collectors have become much more valuable due to their superior quality and limited availability. In addition, certain varieties of the 1979 Washington quarter, such as those with rare minting errors or unique characteristics, are worth far more than others. So, what makes the 1979 Washington quarter so special, and why is it worth so much money? The main reason lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small fraction of them were preserved in pristine condition, which makes those coins particularly valuable to collectors. A coin's value is often determined by its grade, which refers to its condition. Coins that are graded as mint state or uncirculated are far more valuable than those that have been in circulation for years and show signs of wear. Another factor that adds to the value of the 1979 Washington quarter is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process, resulting in a flaw or abnormality on the coin. These errors can take many forms, such as double strikes, off-center images, or other unusual markings that make the coin stand out from the rest. Because minting errors are so rare, coins with such flaws are highly prized by collectors. If you happen to come across a 1979 Washington quarter with a minting error, it could be worth a small fortune. The most valuable 1979 Washington quarters are typically those in nearly perfect condition or those with rare minting errors. For example, a 1979 Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than its face value. These coins are often sold at auction or through coin dealers, where their value is determined by their rarity, condition, and demand from collectors. If you find yourself holding one of these rare coins, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure that could be worth far more than you initially thought. Now, let's get to the exciting part. If you're wondering just how much a 1979 Washington quarter could actually be worth, the answer may surprise you. While most of the 1979 quarters are still worth just 25 cents, certain examples of the coin have sold for far more. Coins in exceptional condition or with rare minting errors have fetched high prices at auction, with some selling for as much as $73,000. Yes, you heard that right, $73,000 for a single coin. This incredible price tag reflects the rarity and desirability of the 1979 Washington quarter in excellent condition or with unique minting errors. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins like these, and they're willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own a piece of American history. The fact that a 1979 Washington quarter could fetch such a high price just goes to show how valuable these coins can become when they are in the right condition or feature a rare flaw. If you happen to have a 1979 Washington quarter in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Even if it looks like a run-of-the-mill coin, there may be something special about it that could increase its value. Whether it's an uncirculated specimen in perfect condition or a coin with a rare minting error, you could be holding on to a valuable collector's item that could be worth thousands of dollars. In the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin isn't always about how old it is. Sometimes, the value is determined by rarity, condition, and the historical significance of the coin. The 1979 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how a relatively recent coin can become a highly valuable piece of numismatic history. If you find yourself with one of these quarters, don't just dismiss it as another piece of spare change. Take the time to examine it closely. You may just be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than you could ever imagine. In conclusion, the 1979 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how a modern coin can have hidden value that could surprise even the most seasoned collectors. If you've ever wondered whether your coins could be worth money, the 1979 Washington quarter might be one worth checking for. With its potential for minting errors, rare varieties, and pristine examples, this coin can fetch as much as $73,000 in the right circumstances. So, the next time you come across a 1979 Washington quarter, take a second look. It could be worth far more than you think. Top 4. Have you ever wondered if those old coins you find in your change are worth more than face value? Well, the 1988 Washington quarter may be one of those coins hiding an incredible value, and it's just waiting to be discovered. You see, coins from the United States Mint, such as the Washington quarter, are not just pieces of currency. They're small pieces of history. The 1988 Washington quarter stands out in the world of numismatics, capturing the attention of collectors due to its rarity, unique features, and potential to fetch a price that might surprise you. Let's start by taking a look at the history behind the Washington quarter. Since its introduction in 1932, the quarter has honored the legacy of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Washington, which has remained largely unchanged throughout the years. The design has become iconic, representing the nation's roots and founding principles. But as we dive into the specifics of the 1988 Washington Quarter, we find something even more fascinating. The 1988 Washington Quarter is part of a long-running series, but what makes this particular coin stand out to collectors isn't just the historical figure on the front. It's the condition, rarity, and even minting errors that give it value. To understand why this coin might be worth more than you expect, let's explore a few key factors that affect its value. First, let's talk about the minting process in 1988. While most Washington quarters produced during this time were intended for general circulation and ended up in the hands of everyday Americans, certain versions of the coin were set aside for special purposes. In 1988, the U.S. Mint released proof coins for collectors, coins that were struck with higher precision and care to ensure they were in perfect condition. These proof versions of the 1988 Washington Quarter have become more desirable to collectors, especially those in flawless condition, as they showcase the finest examples of coin-making craftsmanship. Another factor that makes the 1988 Washington Quarter intriguing to collectors is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, and these imperfections can make a coin far more valuable than others. Common minting errors can include things like double strikes, off-center impressions, and missing elements on the coin. Because these errors are rare and unique, they are highly sought after by numismatists. In fact, a single coin with a minting error could be worth exponentially more than its face value, making it a treasure in the eyes of collectors. Now, let's dive into what drives the true worth of the 1988 Washington Quarter. As with all coins, the value is largely determined by the coin's condition. Coins that are in perfect, uncirculated condition, those that have never been used in daily transactions, tend to fetch the highest prices on the market. A coin that has been stored properly and preserved in pristine condition can command a hefty price. For example, a 1988 Washington Quarter that is graded as MS 67, Mint State 67, or higher can be worth thousands of dollars due to its rarity and immaculate state. Collectors are always on the lookout for these types of coins because they are considered the pinnacle of coin collecting. But let's not forget about one more key component: the demand from coin collectors. The world of numismatics is driven by the interest and passion of collectors who are always seeking out rare and significant coins to add to their collections. As more collectors vie for the same rare coins, the price of those coins increases. This has been especially true for the 1988 Washington Quarter, which has seen a surge in interest over the years. With a growing number of collectors eager to acquire coins from the 1980s and earlier, the 1988 Washington Quarter has become a prized possession for many. So, how much can a 1988 Washington Quarter actually be worth? While most of the quarters from this year are worth only a small fraction of their face value, the rare and high-quality versions can be sold for a significant sum. As mentioned earlier, the condition and rarity of the coin play a huge role in determining its value, and a rare, mint condition 1988 Washington Quarter can be worth a staggering amount of money. And when it comes to the highest-selling 1988 Washington Quarters, some have sold for incredible prices at auctions and through private sales. The most valuable examples of this coin have reached up to an astonishing $66,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $66,000 for a single 1988 Washington Quarter. This price isn't just a reflection of the coin's rarity. It also speaks to the growing demand among collectors who recognize the coin's historical and numismatic significance. Why such a high price? It's a combination of factors. The coin must be in near-perfect condition, it might feature a minting error that adds uniqueness, and most importantly, it has to be in high demand from the right collectors. This is what drives the price up and makes the 1988 Washington Quarter a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. Now, you might be wondering, how can I find a coin like this? Well, it's all about keeping a keen eye on the coins in your pocket change and checking any quarters you might come across from 1988. Whether you're sorting through your old coin collection or sifting through loose change, it's always a good idea to carefully examine each coin. Look for any unusual features, signs of minting errors, or coins that look exceptionally well preserved. Even if the coin doesn't seem special at first glance, it could be worth more than you think, especially if it's in excellent condition or has rare characteristics. In conclusion, the 1988 Washington Quarter is an excellent example of how even more modern coins can hold significant value. Whether it's the beautiful craftsmanship, the potential for minting errors, or its growing demand among collectors, this quarter has earned its place in the hearts of numismatists and coin enthusiasts alike. So, the next time you come across a 1988 Washington quarter, take a moment to appreciate its history and value. You never know. You could be holding a coin worth $66,000 or more. Top 5. Have you ever looked at a coin and wondered if it could be worth more than just its face value? Well, if you have a Washington quarter from 1993, it might just be time to take a closer look because this seemingly ordinary coin could actually hold a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1993 Washington quarter, a coin that's more valuable than most people realize. So, let's explore what makes this particular quarter so special and why it's turning heads in the numismatic community. The Washington quarter has long been a staple of American coinage. First introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, this coin has become iconic. The design has remained relatively consistent, with Washington's portrait on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, as with all coins, the value of a particular year's issue can vary greatly depending on factors like rarity, condition, and unique features. And that's exactly where the 1993 Washington quarter comes into play. While most people probably don't think twice about a quarter from the early 90s, some collectors are willing to pay big money for this coin. When it comes to the 1993 Washington quarter, there's more to its value than just its age. The most significant factor that drives the price of this coin up is its rarity. Most of the 1993 quarters were minted in high numbers and circulated widely, so they don't carry a huge premium. However, there are certain versions of the 1993 Washington quarter that stand out, particularly those that were produced in limited quantities or in special proof sets. These coins were struck with greater care and precision, making them more desirable to collectors who are always searching for high-quality examples. Another important factor that can make a 1993 Washington quarter more valuable is its condition. As with most collectible coins, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its worth. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have been used in everyday transactions. If you come across a 1993 Washington quarter that has been carefully preserved and shows little to no signs of wear, you might be looking at a valuable collector's item. Coins that are graded as MS 67 or higher can sell for significantly more than their face value, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars at auction. But there's another element that can elevate the value of the 1993 Washington quarter even further: minting errors. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that has some kind of flaw or irregularity. These errors can take many forms, such as double strikes, off-center images, or even missing design elements. When a minting error occurs, the result is a coin that stands out from the rest, and this uniqueness can make it incredibly valuable to collectors. If you happen to find a 1993 Washington quarter with a minting error, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. To truly understand the worth of the 1993 Washington quarter, it's essential to consider how much people are willing to pay for these coins. While most 1993 quarters are still worth only 25 cents, certain examples can command a much higher price on the open market. If you're lucky enough to find a coin in perfect condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a significant sum of money. In fact, some of the most valuable 1993 Washington quarters have been known to sell for as much as $53,000. That's right, $53,000 for a single quarter. This incredible value isn't just about the coin's rarity. It's also about the demand from collectors. As the world of coin collecting grows, collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique coins that will complete their collections. The 1993 Washington quarter, with its potential for minting errors, high-quality specimens, and limited edition proof sets, has become one of those sought-after coins. And when multiple collectors are competing for the same rare coin, the price can skyrocket. The good news is that you don't need to be an expert numismatist to spot a valuable 1993 Washington quarter. All it takes is a little attention to detail. Start by checking the condition of the coin. Is it in excellent shape with no signs of wear? Is the design still crisp and clear? If so, it might be worth more than its face value. Next, take a look for any unusual features. Does the coin have any minting errors, like a double image or an off-center strike? If you notice something out of the ordinary, it could be worth a small fortune. Finally, if you're not sure whether your 1993 Washington quarter has value, it's always a good idea to consult a professional coin dealer or numismatist who can give you an accurate assessment of its worth. So, if you've ever wondered if your old quarters could be worth more than just pocket change, the 1993 Washington quarter might be one you'll want to keep an eye on. Whether you find one in your change jar, old coin collection, or even a random spot, it's always worth taking a moment to assess its potential value. Who knows? You could have a coin that's worth $53,000 or more, and you wouldn't even know it until you took a closer look. In the world of coin collecting, value can be determined by many factors, including rarity, condition, and the presence of unique features. The 1993 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how a modern coin can rise in value due to its condition or rarity. So, next time you're sorting through your coins, don't forget to check for a 1993 Washington quarter. It might just be the next big discovery in your collection.